fair. Guys, you know what also is fair, man? Lego Batman has gone gold, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck you. I'm excited about this game, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait to play this game. And again, I don't even understand my own hype for this game, considering I'm not a fan of the Lego games. I've said that many, many, many times. I do kind of want to go back and give them another chance because you guys have told me that some of them are really good, and I haven't experienced some of those games that you mentioned. So I will probably go back and give them a chance. But I am actually really excited to play this. I cannot wait to play this fucking game. I actually saw some gameplay. Hold on, let me see if I can bring it up. I saw some gameplay from, let's see, Lego Batman. I thought I saved it on Twitter. I don't know if I did. Oh, I do have the PC specs. We're going to go over that in a second. But I want to look at the gameplay. Hold on. They were posting like these videos and stuff for a Lego Batman gameplay. Let's see. It says new Lego Batman gameplay for Legacy of the Dark Knight. Here we go. Okay. Yep. Let me bring this up. Check this out, man. This gameplay looks pretty sick. Here. Fuck, wrong one. That's the PC specs. God damn it. Felt it. Hold on, let me try this again. Give me a second. There we go. This is the one. The gameplay. I'm so excited for this game, man. You have no idea. Well, I mean, some of you might.
All right. There is a mugging happening.
They're running away.
The Dark Knights are coming.
Oh, that's great. You can appreciate it.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Whoa! What was that chemical?
It was so
Some
good.
sort of growth accelerator?
Genius.
Whoa! Just like Jack and the Beanstalk.
Where's this comic?
They got everything. But I mean, I think the great thing about Batman is version for everybody, and the fact that the game is just so robust and celebrates all these different stories and takes is just such a joy. It truly feels
All the
like
suits
a
are going to be pretty cool, too.
which is the best thing you can imagine for a game like this.
Yeah, I'm excited as fuck for this game, man. Let's look over the PC specs. So the PC specs just got released not that long ago. Let me bring up the actual image so that you guys can read this along better. Now, we're going to go over these PC specs, and just keep in mind, we went over Blood of the Dawnwalker's PC specs not just the other day, and holy shit, they were terrible. So hopefully this one's not as bad, considering it's a Lego video game. But regardless, here we go. So we got minimum to run this game, okay? Windows 11, obviously, Intel Core i5-106, or AMD Ryzen 5 1600, 16 gigs of RAM. And then you need NVIDIA GeForce GTX 960, 4 gigs, or AMD Radeon RX 6400, 4 gigs, or Intel Arc A580, 8 gigs. This is aiming for low 1080p at 30 FPS with FSR or XeSS balance and frame gen enabled. So this is with frame gen. All right, this is with frame gen. It also is going to work on an Intel Arc graphics card. So there's that. You also have now the recommended specs. You have Intel Core i7-127 or AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, 16 gigs of RAM. You need a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super, 8 gigs, or AMD Radeon RX 6650 XT, or an 8 gig Intel Arc B580, 12 gig. So it seems like you need a stronger Intel Arc card in order to do the same thing that a weaker AMD or NVIDIA card can do. I'm not really too familiar with the Intel Arcs, but I mean, there you go. This is for medium 1440p at 60 FPS with DLSS, FSR, or XeSS quality, and frame gen enabled. Now, for the good old 4K players, okay? 4K players, you're going to need an Intel Core i7-147 or an AMD Ryzen 7 9700X. You're going to need 24 gigs of RAM, which I find to be extremely interesting, considering even Blood of the Dawnwalker, I think all across the board, even at 4K, they said they only needed 16 gigs of RAM. So for the Lego game, you're going to need, at 4K, you're going to need 24 gigs of RAM in order for it to happen, supposedly. So there's that. You're going to need an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 with 12 gigs or an AMD Radeon RX 9070 XT with 16 gigs. They don't even bother listing the Intel Arc on there. I don't know if that's because there's an Intel Arc that can't do it. I'm really not sure. Like I said, I'm out of my my realm of knowledge when it comes to the Intel Arc graphics cards. I don't really know like what's good, what's not. This is to aim for 2160p at 60 FPS with DLSS, FSR, or XeSS quality and frame gen enabled. So all of this is still with the fake frames enabled, with frame gen enabled. That's very interesting. That's actually really, really interesting. So I wonder just how bad it's going to run if you have these specs, but you don't use frame gen. I mean, at some point, we have to start realizing that frame gen is a crutch, right? And I'm sure a lot of people understand that, but this over-reliance on fucking frame gen is insane, man. It's like, hey, you know, we don't really have to optimize the game. We'll just crank up the frame gen. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, I agree, Format. Optimization is absolutely a lost art. I think that developers have, with this technology, absolutely relied on frame gen so much, and it's so funny because they're the same people that supposedly hate AI, right? They absolutely hate AI, right? Meanwhile, they love things that'll just generate nonsense to try to save them from their bad optimization. It's such a fucking crutch, man. Yes, Denarier, 4K is with DLSS and frame gen on. Correct. Yes. For a Lego game. Yes. Now, granted, this is graphically speaking a pretty nice looking Lego game, especially when you explore Arkham. Like, I don't know if you guys remember seeing the Arkham, like the actual Arkham City, but it looked really good. But I mean, it's still a fucking Lego game at the end of the day. It's not like we're talking about anything extreme. I mean, actually, hold on. Just to give you a reminder, I'll show you again. Here, look at this. This is like, check this out. Watch this. See the city.
I hope the Wildcats win the championship this year.
Need to stay quiet.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
We'll take them together. No good.
I mean, the game looks fun as hell. Don't get me wrong, the game looks fun as hell, but like graphically speaking, brother, what do we do? Like, why do we need these insane specs? I don't understand. Especially the 24 gigs of RAM. I don't understand where that's coming from. You know, so you got 24 gigs of RAM, and that's with frame gen and everything else turned on, bro. We are gonna have a problem. This game just might run like shit. I'm not even kidding. But it does look good. I think this looks awesome. I think the city looks great. You know, but again, this is not high graphic territory here. You know, I've seen these kind of graphics. Yeah, you guys are right. Like PS4. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so anyway, regardless, I'm excited. I'm curious to see how this game actually runs now that we know what the PC specs are. A little worried, not gonna lie to you. Hopefully the game itself is good and it doesn't run like shit, because if it runs like shit, well, that's gonna be a problem for a lot of people. So we'll see how it goes. But regardless, it's gonna be releasing soon. So stay tuned. I got a feeling this game won't fucking work on Steam Deck. It might not. If it needs specs like that, I mean, it does rely on FSR, so you might be able to play the game on like super low settings. I'm pretty sure on the Steam Deck with FSR, but it's not going to run to the point which you're actually probably going to want to play it. You know, a lot of the games that are releasing these days are not even Steam Deck verified. The Steam Deck's just too weak, unfortunately, and also these games are just terribly optimized. You know, because I play I tried to play Dragonkin on the Steam Deck and it runs like absolute garbage. It runs like absolute shit. Okay. Even Diablo 4 runs better than that. Dragonkin runs like shit and it doesn't look anything remotely graphically intensive. Meanwhile, I could fucking play Wolfenstein on my Steam Deck, no problem. Bro, it is beautiful on my Steam Deck. I was playing Wolfenstein the other day. Beautiful on my Steam Deck. It looks amazing. The graphics look amazing. I'm like, dude, how the fuck can I play this? But I can't play an ARPG Dragonkin, really? You know, but again, it's because video games were a lot more optimized back then. Better engines, just better optimization overall. You know, it's not going to be like that anymore, unfortunately. So that's the problem with this technology that is meant to help. Because when they utilize this technology that's meant to help and they use it as a crutch, it creates a situation where it's like, fuck, man, like this is only going to be felt later down the line, even worse. It's only going to keep getting worse. So, New Blood. I was playing New Blood. New Blood. People are lazy. I don't even think it's lazy. I just think that it's really time. I think it's time, to be honest with you. Yeah, sure it is. So like maybe some of it is laziness, sure. But I think a lot of it is time. Like they just don't have the time. Their publishers don't give them the time to make it work. And to be fair, I also think the work ethic in the Western gaming industry is vastly inferior to the Eastern gaming industry. The Eastern gaming industry has been able to prove that they can make double the quality of a video game in half the time because they buckle down and they get to fucking work. Right? They're not out here filming videos like day in the life of a fucking Silicon Valley game developer. Like they're not out here doing that shit. They're not out here with their fucking safe space rooms, going in there for 2 hours to I don't know, find themselves. Like they're not doing all that shit. Right? They're out there, they clock in, they clock out, they get the fucking job done, you know? It's even in the movie industry too, it's the same thing. Look at what they were able to do with Godzilla. Godzilla -1, the budget for that was like what, 12 million? 12 million fucking dollars, bro. Do you know how much a movie like Godzilla -1 would have cost Western studios if they would have made that movie, brother? The budget would have been like $100 million, $150 million. It wouldn't be anywhere close. You know? You believe this is kind of a skill development? This is the problem with skill development. A lot of the old ones left. Yeah, no, 100%. The more skilled developers are really not there anymore. You know, they're really not there anymore, unfortunately. Oh, it was $15 million. I'm sorry. Godzilla -1 was $15 million. I knew it was something like that. Regardless, the point is, if the Western studios got their hands on that and wanted to make a Godzilla film, it would have cost over $100 million guaranteed.